Stanford HI predicts 2026 could be the year medical AI finally moves from promise to real impact. MedGPT represents a shift. Top medical researchers reevaluate the maturity curve of AI in healthcare. In the last decade, progress felt like a win of compute, data, and fitting models, yet clinical integration remained elusive. Why? Because many high-scoring models stumble in the real hospital due to distribution shifts. Langlotz of Stanford HA calls this the approaching ChatGPT moment for medicine. But what exactly does the ChatGPT moment mean for clinicians and patients? It's not a single model release. It's a paradigm shift toward reusable, pluggable capability platforms. In medicine, the shift is especially stark because care is not a single task, but a complex workflow. The old model, task-specific, siloed, was expensive and brittle under real-world variation. Langlotz emphasizes a strategic bottleneck shift, from algorithms to data governance and cost structures. Self-supervised learning can turn the cost curve, enabling training on vast, unlabeled data. The core insight: supervision can come from data itself, not always from explicit labels. In imaging, models fill in gaps on X-rays. In pathology, across magnifications. In time series, forecasting ECG trends. Once models understand anatomy and texture from unlabeled data, a few high-quality labels align them to clinical tasks. Why build a medical foundation model? Because clinical care is a constrained, multimodal system. The 4 doors to real-world impact map the path from lab to bedside. Door 1 is external validity. The model must perform across many hospitals and populations. Door 2 is workflow integration. Clinicians should not be burdened by extra clicks or interruptions. Door 3 is liability. Accountability must be clear, auditable, and protect patient safety. Door 4 is payment. Reimbursement models must recognize AI-enabled improvements in outcomes and efficiency. In 2026, the key question shifts from bigger models to stabilizing these 4 doors in real-world use. The broader point: medical data assets themselves enter an industrial phase of governance and accessibility. Federated learning and de-identification are essential steps enabling large-scale self-supervised pre-training. If privacy and governance mature, training can run on vast, unlabeled data, accelerating innovation. Langlotz argues that 2026's realization hinges on 4 throughput metrics: diagnostic accuracy, workflow speed, cost, and traceability. Medical AI's true impact will not be a doctor replaced, but a reallocation of clinical labor. The near-term gains lie in documentation, triage, and multimodal reasoning that supports everyday clinical tasks. Imagine AI as a foundational platform you plug clinical tasks into, rather than building one-off systems. This would enable rapid adaptation to new diseases, imaging modalities, and data sources. But the challenges remain: ensuring safety, predictability, and clinician trust across diverse settings. Langlotz highlights how the success of 2026 depends on governance, not just clever algorithms. Ultimately, the ChatGPT moment is about industrializing medical data assets for scalable intelligence. If 2026 truly opens, AI will handle time-consuming, standardized tasks, freeing clinicians for complex decisions and human connection. The vision is not an AI takeover, but a smarter division of labor within clinical teams. Culminating this trajectory is a future where care is faster, safer, and more affordable. The story's baseline remains patient outcomes, improved accuracy, streamlined workflows, lower costs. Stanford's 2026 forecast urges preparation for a data-governed, plug-in clinical AI era. The upcoming era is about deploying safe, scalable AI that respects privacy and supports clinicians. If successful, 2026 could be remembered as the year when clinical practice embraced data-driven intelligence. This is the essence of the ChatGPT moment: a practical, scalable platform rather than a single breakthrough. Let's explore how self-supervision reshapes the cost and capability landscape for medical AI. By learning from data structure, models become capable of few-shot adaptation to rare diseases. The broader takeaway is to treat medical data as an industrial asset rather than a private fortress. Federated learning and de-identification are foundational to enabling this shared, safe data ecosystem. With governance maturing, real-world validation becomes feasible and more hospitals will participate. The 4 doors and the data governance backbone are the keys to unlock practical, trusted AI in clinics. If this unfolds, healthcare could experience a reallocation of clinical labor rather than a replacement of doctors. The moment invites a human-centered AI ethos: better decisions, better conversations, better outcomes. As you watch, consider how Stanford's forecast will shape research, policy, and hospital practice. The video will now illustrate concrete scenes of 4 imagined impacts across the clinical spectrum. Scene 1, automated documentation that reduces clerical load for clinicians. Scene 2, AI-facilitated triage that prioritizes patients based on integrated data. Scene 3, a multimodal inference engine that combines symptoms, images, and tests. Scene 4, a security audit trail ensuring accountability and explainability. These scenes illustrate the practical, scalable, data-driven future Langlotz envisions. The music support for the journey is a calm, hopeful ambient track to match the data-driven mood.